Okay, hello everyone. I'm Mitch Blocker with the 7 News I-Team investigative reporter. I just want to bring you up to speed on some of our reporting on Councilman Trayon White's federal indictment and following some of his money and trying to understand why, if he indeed did take bribes, as the FBI and the U.S. Attorney allege in the federal criminal complaint and indictment, why he may have done that, what may have motivated that. So we're kind of following the money and just wanted to take a minute and take you through that in a way that may offer a little more insight and depth than we're able to sometimes on the broadcast. This is, of course, Trayon White. He's the Ward 8 council member in Washington, D.C. He's been in political life for over a decade at this point, started on the D.C. school board and ran for mayor in 2022 and is running for re-election, even despite the federal indictment for his seat on the city council in Ward 8. One of the things that has been important is the context of what the FBI and the U.S. Attorney are alleging. This is the federal indictment. You'll see there's a picture of him. That is a still picture of what the FBI alleges is Councilman White meeting with a confidential informant for the FBI. They allege that the confidential informant passed him cash stuffed envelopes and that he took $35,000 worth of cash over a couple of different transactions with that confidential informant. They say allegations again that he was trading that for influence and steering government contracts, two in particular on government city contracts that he would have had some influence in, just given his role in the city council, as well as his role as the chair of one of the committees that controlled some of those offices that contracted that work. He's alleged to have taken $35,000 cash on camera. These are screenshots in the indictment. This happened, according to the indictment, over the course of about 6 weeks. We're talking June, July, August. And one of the things that we're trying to figure out is why might he have needed that money? And one of the things that you can do with a public official is you can look into their campaign finance records. We've been reporting, as you can see on the screen here, about his campaign finance records following that paper trail and money trail. And what we have found is he has, at least his political campaigns, have a history of either not reporting properly or on time their financial requirements. The Office of Campaign Finance has dinged him, has fined him as much as $20,000 at one point for missteps in receipts and transparency in reporting over the course of his decade plus in political life, all the way back to when he was on the DC school board. One of the things that we're trying to do is to understand the timing. The FBI lays out and the U.S. Attorney lay out in the criminal indictment pretty clearly from $15,000 in cash being taken on June 26th, another $5,000 July 17th, July 25th, the federal indictment says White asked for and got another 10 grand. And then, of course, on August 9th, 2 days before he was arrested, they claim that they captured him taking another $5,000 in cash. His recent campaign finance report, that's the document you're looking at now. This is between June and August. It shows that Councilman White loaned his campaign $13,300. He wrote what appear to be personal checks over the course of the same months that the FBI and U.S. Attorney are alleging that he took cash bribes. There's no indication or even an allegation at this point that these two things are related, but the timing might be significant and is worth noticing and thinking through. The dates don't correlate exactly. For example, you can see there's 6 different loans that he made. $8,800 came in on June 11th. The closest date to what the FBI alleges him getting money was $15,000 on June 26th. Doesn't exactly line up, but it's within the ballpark. And over the course of time, this adds up to $13,000. That doesn't, that puts a little bit of a dent in the alleged $35,000 they captured him and the $156,000 the feds allege that he committed to taking in exchange for steering government contracts. But as we're following the money, we're just trying to peel back layer after layer of what may have pressured or inspired Trayon White in order to behave in the way that the U.S. attorney in the federal indictment alleges he did. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of insight and walks you through the documentation we're looking at. Of course, we're going to continue to report on this and would love your thoughts as this is, something that is within the civic conversation and dialogue and, oversight and accountability for public officials and how they treat the public trust is very much the kind of work that we're trying to do here. Look forward to your comments and please feel free to reach out. You can look at our website on 7news.com.